All right, all right. We are live with a special episode of the Scoop Around the Loop because the Springer Brothers real estate team added a new team member, Daniela Downs. We got here today. Do you want to just give like the quick 30-second introduction of yourself, Daniela?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, guys. My name is Daniela Downs. I am originally from Ecuador. I first came to Iowa for college, and I never imagined this will become my home forever, which I'm very excited about. Everything started just as something temporary, but it turned into something much deeper. Now it's like my home. I fell in love with everything about Iowa. So, yeah, that's how I ended
Yeah,
up here.
so talk about that. What college did you come here to school for?
So, I came to DMAC initially.
Okay, and then for what degree were you coming to DMAC for?
So I study fashion and marketing.
Fashion and marketing. Okay, so you're still in the marketing space and you're always wearing nice outfits, so you're still going with the fashion side of things as well.
Definitely.
Talk about Iowa. What made you fall in love with it when you moved to Des Moines?
Honestly, the safety was a huge thing for me. Even though it's safe at home, the safety in Iowa, it's like another level for sure.
Yeah.
The values of the people, I don't know, it's something that I have never seen before. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's just, I don't know, they go with the flow. And they made me feel so welcomed. So I don't know. I was
So Iowa nice is not just a thing that people that grew up in Iowa tell each other. It's a real thing. We're nicer than everywhere else.
Yes, yes. Yes, nicer than other states in United States.
So you were born in Ecuador, right? And then did you live anywhere in the United States before Des Moines?
So actually, yes, I was an exchange student for 6 months. I went to Arkansas in Little Rock. It was like a little city in Iowa, and compared to Iowa is like way, way, way nicer.
Okay, okay. So 6 months in Arkansas, then went to college in Iowa, and do you still go back home? Do you go to Ecuador a lot?
I try to go back around 2 to 3 times per year. I miss my
Okay,
family. Everybody's
yeah,
still there, so I do go over there quite a few times.
okay. So a majority of your family still lives there, and then we can get into this.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do for fun? Because I've noticed from like your Instagram and page and stuff like that, and um, your other experiences that you seem to travel a ton. Is that correct?
I do. So I enjoy to travel. I'm a traveler. I have been traveling since I was months old. I have been in a lot of countries, and I like honestly my passion is to go and discover different cultures, um, really, really dive into the cultures and live the experience, not as a tourist, but as a local. And honestly, I have experienced so many cultures and so many people, and Iowa, it's honestly still one of like the nicest people and culture of, of everybody. So I'm happy that I can call Iowa home now.
Okay. Okay. What's the coolest vacation you went on? What's your favorite spot that you've ever been to?
Oh, that's a hard one. I will
I
say
saw your sister's in Italy right now, isn't she?
yes, yes. She's in an island in Italy right now.
That's amazing. We just went to Rome and then Florence, but when I went to Italy, that was an amazing experience. I don't think I've ever had more fun leaving the United States than going to Italy.
Absolutely, yes. But yeah, I think Prague. Prague is my favorite of all times.
What was it? The food, architecture, what?
Food, architecture. I don't understand the language. I don't understand Czech yet. Uh, it's in my list, but I don't understand it. Also, everybody was nice too. And I don't know, just the history, the places, the things to do, the museums, everything is just amazing. And the vibes of the streets, you feel like you're in a movie.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Next up on me, my fiance and I's list is Japan. We definitely want to go there.
I
Heard
haven't
they,
been there.
yeah, no, I heard. I heard they love Americans, which is kind of exciting for me.
You're gonna have an amazing time there.
Yeah. So let's talk about this really quick because you kind of sort of mentioned it. How many languages do you know?
I know 4. I speak kind of like a fluent in 3.
So fluent, what are the 3 that you're fluent in?
There. So Italian, Spanish, and English.
Okay. I get the Spanish and I get the English. What's the story behind learning Italian?
Honestly, we were traveling to Italy, and we were gonna spend like the majority of our trip in Italy. So I downloaded Duolingo, and I started just like hammering out. And I was in a competition with I have 2 little sisters, with the middle sister of who can learn the language first and faster.
And how did it go? Did you win the competition?
I lost the competition. She's super smart, but I learned the language. Hey.
Is it true that they say once you start learning like that 3rd and 4th one that it just starts to become easier and easier?
Yes, yes. There's some repetitive words in some languages. Also, Spanish is a romantic language.
I was
Italian.
gonna say Italian and Spanish are both romantic languages, correct?
Yes, yes. So we have a lot of similarities, similar words here and there in the vocab. And they do have some English words. Actually, I think English use a lot of like Italian words too. So it's just nice to see like that blend of the 3 languages.
So growing up, did you grow up knowing Spanish and English, or was English one that you learned like later on?
I learned English later on. I did have some classes on English, but honestly, I didn't like English at the beginning. I was
It's
like,
extremely hard to learn, isn't it?
it is a little bit hard, but I was like, why I'm gonna learn English? Why? I want to live probably in Europe later on, so I didn't seem like it was useless for me at that time. Little did I knew that I was gonna live here and have to speak language every day.
I mean, I've thought this my whole life. Some of the rules of English and the way certain words are used like just don't make any sense because I'm not anywhere close to fluent, but I've learned a little bit of Spanish, I've learned a little bit of French, and when you learn those languages, it all just makes so much sense unless you start getting into like slang that people use. But I feel so bad for people that have to learn English as a second language.
Hey, you guys have some words that mean so many different things.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So talk about let's just talk quickly. Why get into real estate? What drew you to this career?
Yes, I have been in real estate before a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I used to help investors find properties. I used to be a disposition manager. I used to manage deals, bring homes back to life. But I honestly went through when we lived in Colorado for a little while, and then we came back to Iowa. And I went through the process of buying a home myself, my first home ever. And that process was so exciting. I love the design and the architecture. My grandpa is actually, he used to be an architect. So I don't know, it's just like I'm so connected with like houses and homes. And then that feeling when you find the one was so amazing. So I was like, I need to help everybody feel this same feeling. So
Yep.
that's how kind of like I was like, I need to help others feel what I felt.
Well, and I'll tell you from experience too, like you think it's cool when you're on the buying side. Once you help a buyer find that place and you kind of see the look on their face when it starts to click and be like, hey, yeah, this is the one. Like this is the one I want to offer on. This is the one I want to figure out if I'm going to get. It's
Right.
almost more rewarding and stuff like that too. So it is. We got a shout out from Bannon Davis. He's a lender at Gershman Mortgage, I believe. I hope I didn't mess that up there. He's excited that you're joining the team. And Bannon, if you're still watching, remember Daniela is fluent in Spanish and Italian. If we happen to have any Italians that are moving to Iowa, I don't know if that's as common. So
Hopefully soon.
hopefully soon. Maybe we can start some targeted ads in Italy and talk to them about moving to Des Moines. The food's not, well, I wouldn't say the food's not as good, but it's definitely different than is in Italy. So
Hey, we're getting so many new restaurants, and we have Mexican food, one of the best Mexican foods here in Iowa, I think.
talk about that. I was curious of what your answer would be with this. What are some of your favorite local spots to go eat in Des Moines?
I honestly love like to find random places. Um, uh, like to go to Lamy for brunch.
Yeah,
Serie A is in my top. Blue agave. I like blue agave too.
I'm curious about this one. Have you been to Mi Patria yet?
I have.
What did you think of it? Because I love it, but I'm a kid that grew up in Des Moines, never
Right.
been to Ecuador. Like, what does it compare, or is it different? Is it good in a different way?
So this is a controversial topic for Ecuadorians that live here in Iowa. We have different types of food in different regions in Ecuador. And the type of food that they sell in my patria, it's from the mountains. And
Okay,
I grew up in the mountains too. So it's food that I'm very familiar with. It's the food that I grew up eating. It's good. It's just you cannot get all the ingredients that you need to make it authentic in Iowa. That's why it doesn't taste exactly the same. It normally tastes way better, but I feel like they make a great job making it as close
as
as
they can with Iowa ingredients.
exactly.
Okay,
So like
okay,
props to them. They're doing a great job.
okay. Anywhere you find yourself going, like just for fun in the Des Moines area, not necessarily food.
I like to go to West Glen. I enjoy the farmers market as well a lot.
Okay.
We go every Tuesday to the Palms Theater with my husband. Um, I feel like it's like half price movies, so we watch movies every Tuesday. If you ever go there, you might find me there.
Okay.
And I cannot wait for the state fair.
The
I think
state
it's
fair.
my favorite things in Iowa.
You
Yes,
go you go every year?
I go every year.
Yeah. I
Since
think
I
I
have you
went.
here, yes.
It felt like I went every summer up until I went to college. So like 18, and then I took like a really, really long break, but now I'm starting to get really back into going to the state fair. I got kind of worn out for a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's definitely an experience to go see. There's lots of odd attractions and there's great food, and it's just I tell people this every year, but it's some of the best people watching. So
Yeah. But they make it more interesting lately. Like every year, I feel like they added more food, bring better people for concerts too. Like they are trying to like make it attractive for like locals as well to like, hey, come back.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
the
yeah,
the grandstand lineup is seems to be getting better and better every year. They're doing a really good job with that, and I think there's lots of musicians that the word is starting to get out that if we come to Des Moines, we'll sell it out. So, and I think Wells Fargo helped with that too, to start getting Des Moines on the map for artists and stuff like that, and making it actually profitable for them because
I
before Wells Fargo existed, we didn't really get some of the best musical acts, so it's exciting.
I don't think I was here when that was happening.
No, no, Wells Fargo, that was when I was in middle school, I believe. So that was a while ago now. So,
I see.
um, we're skipping around a bunch here. Do you want to talk about, because I want to kind of emphasize this point. As far as stuff in the real estate transaction, you have quite a bit of experience already with how the whole process works. Like, do you want to talk about as being a real estate assistant for someone, what you have experience doing? Because um, I think it's important for people to know that you're not necessarily new. You have a lot of experience with the whole listing process.
Yes, definitely. That experience honestly gave me a deep understanding and appreciations of what's the process behind the scenes.
Mhm.
So how to close a transaction, some of the stuff or the hiccups that you can get on the way, and how to problem solve fast. So like your brain has to be on 100%, and like you just have to go and think of the best solution. check with the lawyers, make sure that it's in law, and take action. We used to close transactions incredibly fast. So I feel like that is speed. It's something that I'm bringing with me to the team, and just a lot of like the paperwork that goes behind the scenes. It's a lot of disclosures that I had to learn how to, you know,
Help people fill out, or how they were supposed to look filled out.
exactly. I was not filling out or couldn't fill that out, but I had to know and understand the paperwork. And I feel like now I know all of that stuff, and I can bring that in my backpack of tools with me to
You also
navigate.
have quite a bit of experience running price analysis for homes too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because they had you doing that as part of the job. Do you want to talk about kind of your interior design experience and how much you've kind of done that?
Yes, actually, that's one of my passions.
So
I
would you say that's something that you're most excited for during this process as well?
Yes. I think design is one of, I don't know. I get like chills when like I have to design something, or when I see like a kitchen, or when somebody's trying to renovate something. I have like all these ideas on the back of my head. And all of these came because I used to work for Cambria. They are like a luxury company. They do surfaces. And I was in charge of helping people renovate, reimagine, and redesign their spaces. I used to help them designing kitchens, living rooms, you name it, bathrooms, a lot of bathrooms. And I can be very creative, and I think I have amazing ideas. Uh, so that's kind of like where my design aspect came to place, and how I use the design. So now I feel like with clients, if they want to that little help of design, I will be more than happy to help them with it. Or if they are planning on renovating something before they sell their house to the market, they put their house to the market, I will be able to like provide that extra service as well.
Well, I think it'll help a ton too, because I think you're going to be able to help people when they're looking at a property to purchase, kind of see what it could become. Because I think that's one of the hardest thing for newer agents to do as well, is to walk through a place and be like, well, actually, this has a really, really good floor plan. It's just this, and this that's throwing you off. It's this paint choice. It's the countertops that they put on it, or the
Right.
lighting fixtures and stuff like that. There's a lot of easy stuff that as soon as you point it out to the buyer and point out how easy some of this stuff would be to switch up, I think that can help buyers a ton. So I think that's a really great experience to have. And I honestly think the whole team is very, very excited to have you.
Thank you.
Especially the interior design stuff, and just helping out with staging if we ever need you as well too. We're all really, really excited to have you, and we appreciate you coming on the podcast to introduce yourself. Um, Go ahead, and once you get off here, in the comments of one of the videos, go ahead and put your Instagram or where people can follow you as well. Does that sound good?
Absolutely, I will do that. And thank you so much for taking the time to interview me. I'm incredibly excited, and I know big things are coming for the team too. So
Okay. Has all the onboarding stuff been fun so far?
everything has been super fun. I had a networking event this morning that went great too.
Okay.
I'm
Good.
ready
Awesome.
to rock and roll.
Thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day, guys.